What's going on, guys? It's Deathmonk here. Today we're going to be talking about everything that we've found out, what can be improved. Basically like an analysis of Modern Warfare 2 beta. Now, we're just going to flesh out the common points of community feedback, and please be mindful that this won't satisfy everybody, but each discussion point tends to integrate perspectives from all types of players. But I just want to get your feedback on this. Let me know in the comments box down below what your guys' views and opinions are. Now, I'm going to go through these in no particular order, so without further ado, let's get straight into this. So, TTK, or time to kill, people have been reporting that it's been too fast and a little bit inconsistent across engagements. Obviously, players often notice discrepancies in when they appear to the enemy in a kill cam versus how they perceive their own visibility during the gunfight. This is especially noticeable in engagements where players just turned a corner or appeared over or around cover. To accommodate players that feel the time to kill is acceptable, this can take one idea to offer unique quick play filters such as fast time to kill or slow time to kill. So, the way I feel about this is I agree to some extent that it's a little bit quick. It's literally a case of, I believe someone's mentioned this, where it's probably one of the fastest known time to kill games in the history of Call of Duty. I think it could be one of the fastest, if not maybe the fastest at the moment. I think it's like about a tenth of a second reaction time, or a tenth of a second to actually kill someone. And that's how more or less what time you've got to react. I think with previous Call of Duty games, it's usually about 200 to 300 milliseconds. So I want to know what your guys' opinions are of that. Let me know in the comments box down below. So that's the first thing we found out. The minimap is not showing some instant firearms. So when, let's say, someone fires an unsuppressed weapon. So, more or less a weapon like I've got right here, the Lockman Sub, aka the MP5. So I'm just going to do a little test fire here. Reload. So I'm guessing there, as you guys just saw, I just fired a few random shots right into the sky. He took notice of that and he killed me. Now, I'll probably show as a red dot up to him, but let's say if it was suppressed, they wouldn't show as a dot on the minimap. Now, that's interesting. Ghost is a bit of a divisive perk in this game. Now, for those who don't know, some players like its presence as an ultimate perk, which is a good thing, but requiring it to be earned versus given. This discourages passive play in the early games, so if I was, let's say I don't want to get caught by a UAV and someone kills me with that UAV, and let's say later on I get Ghost, like halfway through the match. That is a little bit annoying over the fact that you're getting unnecessary deaths in the early stages of the match, but when you get later on you don't get killed. Now, I actually backed this up recently with a piece of gameplay where I think I went like something like 30-3 or something like that in a game of domination. So you see how quick that was for me to kill that guy? So that's a bit of what I say about the time to kill. Dead Silence has traditionally provided an extra layer of concealment for players looking to play aggressively, especially when chasing streaks or playing the objective. With footsteps being generally loud, players are able to acquire or hunt others in their vicinity. So I feel that Dead Silence maybe as a field upgrade and a base perk would be preferred. I'm thinking back to maybe like the pro perks, for those who remember that during Modern Warfare 2 days in 2009. That's how I think the perks should work. The new perk system is an interesting evolution of the classic Pick 3 system that we've always known and loved. Now allowing players to pick 4 perks, 2 of which are required over the course of a match. This requires more powerful awareness, concealment perks such as Ghost and higher level to be earned rather than given. So, should it go back to the classic Pick 3 perks, or should they stick with this when making this be adjusted. Let me know. And again, down below. Don't ask me how that did not hit me. Okay. Player visibility can be improved by reducing the effects involving recoil, muzzle flash, and smoke. Current iterations of the aspect list will greatly restrict visibility in combat, especially at range. Some back these effects will show gunfights and fair consistent across all lighting conditions. Now, player visibility, I suppose. I don't know about you guys, but I actually see these enemies perfectly fine. So I'm probably going to blame that on their settings, I think. Dang it. Now, this is actually one I disagree about. Playability. Now, playability, I suggest it's actually perfectly fine. I can't see anything wrong with playability. Everything is moving fine. I haven't experienced any lag. The only thing I have experienced, which has definitely happened maybe once or twice, is me getting kicked out of the application. But aside from that, I haven't experienced any sort of issues with playability. But again, if anyone else has experienced any playability issues, again, let me know in the comments box down below. There is a thread that Infinity Ward has put out, which I will link in the description. Let me... Okay. As I was saying, so playability, I don't really see as an issue, to be honest with you. Reload cancelling. Now, oh, hang on a second. So I may want to switch weapons here, and I might want to see someone like that. Then, obviously, when I go back to the weapon, I have to continue to reload. Now, there's not many ways of cancelling that reload. So, let's say, oh, I might want to shoot up there, and I might want to. Someone comes right here. Then if I run out of weapon on that secondary weapon, I have to revert back to my submachine gun. Then that's gonna obviously get me killed. So that's gonna be a bit of annoying. Slide cancelling. So if I want to slide, I can't slide. Unless I want to slide and jump, I can't jump. I only jump after the slide is finished. Hang on a second. So I run, slide, I can't jump halfway through the slide, if that makes sense. So if you think back to the zombies days, you can... Oops, not that. I'm trying to demonstrate here some Pepsi Mike, thank you very much. So let's say I wanted to slide. I can't jump halfway through the slide. Now, there was a thing in zombies where you can like jump, slide, jump and slide, jump and slide. We can't do that anymore. So that's going to be quite annoying. Disbanding lobbies is another example of where people have actually vented their frustrations. Now this is a major one, as not basically people have been complaining where if they're say found someone who's a really good player, and at the end of the match they wanted to be friends, but obviously they can't play together in the next match because the lobby disbands after every game. Now, this was a thing, of course, in Modern Warfare 2019 as well, so not many people like that game for that reason. But back in the old days, back in like the original Modern Warfare series, that was still a thing where you can actually play and get new social connections that will encourage players to form those maybe new teams, improve skill to outperform one another, plans and so forth. Their fans and epic players for great videos and social media content. So that's interesting. I'm not going to go too much into detail on this, but I've also got combat pacings. So maybe like 10v10, 12v12 if you remember back in, I think it was was it Vanguard? Was it Black Ops Cold War? I think it may have been Cold War. There was an option where you can actually select if you wanted like lower player lobbies, or if you wanted like the harder. Let's say there was a 10v10 over 12v12 or something like that, or maybe I think it was something like such as in like the smaller maps like Shipment, for example. There was a thing where you can actually go like maybe like 5v5, 6v6, or 7v7. So, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Combat pacings, maybe. Now, this one I feel a bit half and half about. Deaths on the scoreboard. Now, to be honest with you, I get it to a certain degree. Now, deaths on the scoreboard are just as important as an indicator of player performance as kills and objective play. Beyond acting as an indicator of individual performance, low death counts can be used to identify enemies that may be on the verge of running a high tier streak. Need to be hunted down. Omitting deaths was supposedly done to reduce instances of players ridiculing one another, dying too often, or hindering team success. Now, I get that, but even though it may be a case of that, while it certainly does happen, there are plenty of systems in place, muting, blocking, reporting to avoid conflict, make the scoreboard as detailed as possible. Now, I also don't know how I really feel about that. Should they actually include deaths on the scoreboard? Let me know down below. I feel, to be honest with you, I don't think people necessarily need to know when. So let's say I just got killed there. As you guys can see, no deaths are showing. So that's interesting there. Now, user interface, I feel is okay. It's okay once you've learned how to use it, if that makes sense. We have the lead. I feel it's a bit straightforward. We've lost the lead. Now, the what's hot I get about playlist overlays accompanied by beautiful, more specific render images, but many feel it hinders accessibility to the standard matchmaking menu. Consider making it accessible via button press, like the Modern Warfare, Cold War, Vanguard, MOTD, and patch notes. Landing pages at the matchmaking menu from the start, more insight in the below rapid fire feedback session. Practicality first, pretty second. This is just coming from what I've read online so far. User interface, I get it, but it's not necessarily about what the community wants. It's basically what the game's developers think is best. Now, did you see that when I tried to slide and get away from him? It was as you guys saw, slide. I can't jump halfway through the slide. It's basically what I was saying earlier about the slide cancelling. Now, strafe speed, allowing players to maneuver quickly and actually, while ADS will increase the skill gap and provide an edge against pre-aiming opponents. Strafe speed, I feel, is okay. I don't think there's anything that needs to be improved with it. Now, this one I think is a definite must. Map voting. Now, this was a staple feature back in early titles, such as Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 of the original trilogy. Now, this is where you get to like pick which map you want to play next, not necessarily the map that you've been forced to play. Now, map voting I think was a staple, and I feel that every Call of Duty game deserves that, but I get to a certain degree where
friendly UAV on station.
They want all maps to be played to get a bit more of a what's the word I'm looking for here? So let's say not many people wanted to play. I'm just going to make this up here. CeeLo from World at War. Not many people like that map because of the really big squad. It was kind of like Piccadilly, if you remember that from Modern Warfare 2, where it took ages to get back to the gunfight. Now, and obviously not many people voted for that maps because not many people like that map and because of the spawn locations. Now, do you think, because this game doesn't have it either at the stands right now, do you think map voting should return?
Friendly cruise missile approaching target.
To Modern Warfare 2, let me know in the comments. I definitely think it should. But I want to know what you guys' views and opinions are. Again, let me know in the comments box down below.
I'm with you.
Someone get me this smoke, please.
Simtex out. Stun grenade out.
That's it. There. Oh. Okay. Survivor or Last Stand? Regarding this, now, I consider Last Stand or what do they call it, Survivor in this game actually a little bit ridiculous. If you're honest with me, guys, I think they should only have Last Stand. Now, if you remember the Death Streaks thing, I think it was Modern Warfare 3 from the original trilogy, where if, let's say, they die, I think it was 4 deaths or more, back to back, then they're qualified for the Death Streak, and that's how you get yourself a good kill to get off that death. But that could return out again. I want to know you guys' thoughts on that in the comments. There's also UI menus, colour, size, opacity of on-screen feedback elements, so again, kills, medals, that sort of thing. Compass and location names are too large in comparison to other interface elements. I just say about that. I think it's perfectly fine.
UAV on station.
I think there may have been a change actually. If I can find a comparison, I'll let you guys know in the comments. But it looks like the size of the text on screen, where you see where it says lobby on my screen at the moment, now it says Chantal here. I'm assuming that was about twice as big before the last update. There's a toggle option for visible enemy health box.
Change your max.
To be honest with you, I get it. Toggle option for visible enemy health bars, who prefers for the extra layer of feedback in previous titles such as BO4 and Black Ops Cold War. I get it. I can't see why they shouldn't, but I think it just end up as a hindrance to let's say, if I say there's 2 players together. So let's say this guy and this guy were close together, and one's behind the other, let's say. If his health bar is blocking the vision of the other player, then that's going to cause, obviously, a death. So, I agree to the toggle option. If it was a permanent thing, then probably not. There's also things like, what else was there? Add perk to fire while sprinting and while sliding. I don't know about that. Now, reduce visual impact of flashbangs. Yes. Now, I think when you get flashed by a flashbang, I'll see if I can do this myself here. Oh, it's done. Sorry, my bad. So let's say that, well, obviously, let's see if I can switch it off to a edit, stun grenade, switch that to a flash. Hopefully it gives me a flash here.
Throwing flash grenade.
See, I get a white screen. Now, obviously, that's going to be annoying. So let's say someone decides to kill me now. Bang, I'm dead. I got no time to react.
Throwing Simtex.
Ah, that's not wrong.
Throwing thermite.
Holding. What's your rush?
That's friendly. Okay. Books and exploits. Allow shoulder switching while moving. I'm not exactly sure what they mean by that. So, sec.
Simtex out!
Friendly UAV on station. 1 minute remaining.
The low volume of close footsteps.
Good work.
Yeah. Battle hardened. It's not sufficiently to get the visual effect of stuns or flashbangs. I haven't really tested that, so I'll really look into that. So what are you guys' thoughts of everything I've mentioned so far? Let me know in the comments box down below. I'm keen to hear what you guys' views and opinions are. If anyone else mentions about anything I haven't, again, let me know in the comments. I'll keep you guys updated here on the channel. Obviously, we've got Weekend 2, which commences on Thursday, the 22nd, I believe. And that's for the remainder of this week and into Monday next week. That's going to be the final day of the beta before obviously launching October 28th. So I wonder what you guys' thoughts are. Let me know in the comments box down below. Keep you guys updated here on the channel. If you get the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget the notification bell to see more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace out.